And we are just about ready to go. There are the keys to the game from Niagara Army ROTC. We'll go over those in just a bit. Ball in the air, tap controlled by the Purple Eagles. They go left to right. Happy to have you along on this wintry Wednesday. Boy, some snow in the area. Adela Dunes 3, no good. He left it short. Just wondering if that might keep the crowd down just a little bit. Back come the Griffs. Johnny Thompson thought about a 3. Jhaylon Martinez closed out on him, so they'll go Godfrey. And now this is Bernard with the basketball. He is the quarterback for Jim Christian's Canisius Golden Griffins. 10 to shoot. Backdoor cut there. Ball knocked away by Lou. It's loose. Zion Russell back the other way. Bounce pass. Josiah Davis tried to whip it into the corner, but a reach-in foul. First whistle against the Griffs.
Yeah, good backdoor cut. Good plan with the backdoor cut. Just didn't execute the play by holding on to the bounce pass. And this is something we know Niagara is quick. They get up court in transition really well. Canisius has to make sure they've got their transition defense tonight locked in.
I think we've got our starting lineups as the Purple Eagles have it on a half-court set. We know that's Jhaylon Martinez into the corner for Zion Russell. Fakes the 3, skip it across the floor. Extra pass, corner triple, no good. Justin Page misfiring, weak side rebound for Godfrey. Good look there in the corner for Justin Page. There is McMillan with the basketball, poured in 27 in that 1 point. Purple Eagles win back on the 31st of January. Thompson steps into a 3, and that one is good.
Yeah, here's a guy who started now his 3rd straight start. He's really been coming on lately for Canisius as you look at the Niagara starting 5.
Adela Dune, Josiah Davis, Zion Russell, Jhaylon Martinez, and Justin Page. So the Griffs out early. That ball goes off the foot of JD, and Niagara turns it over. So not the start that the Purple Eagles are looking for. When I think back to the game at Quinnipiac, Niagara started very slowly in that one. I think it was the first 7 points were scored by the Bobcats. Coach Paulus sat down the 5 starters, 5 reserves came in. That was the springboard as that ball is saved by JD. Look out here to the top, and he slams it through. Oh my! Top floor, anyone?
It's almost like Godfrey didn't think he was going to be able to, that Davis would stay in bounds because he stopped on the play, and he let Davis get the edge and go to the basket.
Not only are the Purple Eagles in flight, so is Josiah Davis. 2 minutes gone, Godfrey with the basketball. Now to McMillan. That was Josiah Davis on him so far this trip. Now Godfrey banging into Adela Dune. Fade away 2 on the way is good. Good looking bucket there for Godfrey.
Yeah, just a sophomore, first year with Canisius, but his offensive game is coming around nicely for Jim Christian. He's averaging about 7 a game now.
That is a tough shot, nothing but net. There's Zion with the basketball, keeping the dribble alive away from the double team. Back pass JD along the baseline. Pass Thompson, whip pass knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Copa, so it will be Purple Eagle basketball. There you see the shot clock at 11. So when the reserves of five reserves came in, it was a different story. They kept Niagara close. Coach Paulison would sprinkle in the starters as the game wound on, but it was really a good spark by the bench. And Niagara's bench, 21st in the country, nearly 30 points per game off the bench. 2 to shoot. Jhaylon's got to pull the trigger. It's on the way, and it's good! Oh my! Jhaylon Martinez playing a little beat the clock.
Just the way they drew it up, only his 3rd made 3 of the season.
McMillan with it all the way to the bucket. Runner on the way, no good. Rebound to Adela Dune. Zion whips it down low in the post. Jhaylon Martinez backing down Godfrey. Size mismatch there, drop step, lay it in.
Yeah, huge size mismatch. That's not what they want. They want Thompson and Martin on him, and Martinez took advantage of it. You absolutely back in on Godfrey and make him stop you.
Dylan Godfrey going in the Wayback Machine, little nesty plunge. But the official,
wow,
not taking the bait. There you go, Howard. I know I can go in the Wayback Machine with Howard Simon. A whistle out top that'll be on Zion Russell. That is his first. Purple Eagles will go to the bench. It will be Jaden Marshall, Jahari Williamson, and Justice Smith. There you see number 8, Justice Smith, making sure he doesn't violate the dress code.
That is one edge, big edge for Niagara. They have a much deeper bench tonight than Canisius.
They have a deeper bench than most teams, but even more so with the Griffs. Injuries. Jazz Sanga out. There's a backdoor cut layup. No, but, well, they're going to call the foul. I thought they might say it was goaltending.
Yeah,
but
that's what Thompson was, McMillan, after he hit the deck, was giving the old, circle the finger routine there, looking for the bucket.
Justice Smith whistled for the foul.
I think we're going to have a little confab. They're going to take a look. I think they're going to take a look at it, see if the basket should count if it was goaltending.
Yeah, looking at it live, I have a feeling there was contact with the backboard while that.
Well, we heard the contact with the backboard.
There.
The question is where was the ball at the time? But you could hear Smith's hand hit the backboard. And he might have got it on the way up. It's hard to tell on the first look. Yeah.
Well, there you see our score. We are under our first official review. And with 16:30 left, the Purple Eagles, they have pulled out the benches. I'm not certain if we're going to a media timeout here. Yes, we are. Folks, we are going to step aside for a timeout. Johnny in the studio, if you're good with that, yes, you are. We'll be back after this right here on ESPN+.
Icy Hot Pro Massaging Balm. Easy to grip and massage, and the power of 2 max strength pain relievers. Ice works fast, heat makes it last. Icy Hot Pro Massaging Balm.
You just can't beat a post-game burger at McDonald's, right? And you can't beat the Angel Reese Special. All right, let's break it down. It's a quarter pounder with my favorite barbecue sauce, American cheese, crispy bacon, pickles, and onions on a sesame seed bun. Get the Angel Reese Special at McDonald's. What are you waiting for?
Ever since I tried Hidden Valley Ranch, I finally found what I've been looking for.
Oh my gosh.
I know. How is this stuff so good?
Hidden Valley Ranch.
Only serious about flavor.
At Planet Fitness, no two members are alike. Their routines are different. They use different equipment.
1, 2,
3.
And they do it for different reasons.
All right.
you're a mythical beast.
But they all have one thing in common.
Hey, you got this. Come on.
They're all strong.
That's right.
We're all strong on this planet. Planet Fitness.
One more, everybody.
One more? I got 5 more.
This is an ESPN Sonic blockbuster. Wow! This is star power from the jump.
The best of college basketball every Saturday on ESPN.
Well, here we go. We'll take a look at the replay. That was the part under the official review. The foul you see with the body by Justice Smith. Then that second look was to see if it was going to be goaltending, and goaltending not determined by the striped shirt. So while we were at break, it was 7-7. It was tied while we were away. Now 7-5. Your score bug is exactly right. So to the line goes Paul McMillan the fourth, and the native of Cincinnati. He is the conference leader in free throw attempts and free throws made in the MAC. 106 for 135, make him 107 for 136, just about 80% for a player that can absolutely do it all.
I'm not sure this late in the season, Todd, I've ever seen one player account for basically half of his team's entire total of free throw attempts and free throw makes, as he has.
It is amazing. He can get to the rim. He can create. Coach Paul is telling us about how dangerous he is late in the shot clock. It's no surprise McMillan had the ball in his hand when these two teams met back on the 31st of January. The ball just didn't go down for the Griffs. Jahari Williamson in the corner. Jaden Marshall, his three, no good. Great look at it there from the deep right pocket for Jaden Marshall. He misfires. McMillan back the other way. Slams on the brakes, goes behind the back. Floats the pass over to Bernard. They're going to give him the three. That's Jhaylon on him. Purple Eagles wonder if there's going to be a defensive switch at some point here. Paul McMillan with the basketball, goes along left side of the lane. Backing down Jahari Williamson. Now to Bernard, looks at the shot clock, 8, and he traveled. Well, that's got to be somewhat unsettling. You look up at your defender, and it's not another guard. It's 6'11".
Yeah, and he figured the big guy's on me. I'm going to make a move and go around him, and I'll beat him to the spot. But that's when he got called for the traveling.
Jhaylon Martinez checks out. Will Short in. What a game for Will Short at Quinnipiac. He was part of the solution for Niagara. A season-high 10 points for the freshman. Justice Smith with the basketball and left to the top of the key. Whip pass down low. Short on the catch, one dribble, spinning. He is left-handed. Is he going to go to the bucket? No, 9 to shoot. Back for Justice Smith. Pick and roll to the bucket. Kick it in the corner. Extra pass. Hari's three on the way. Off the iron, no good. Some good looks at three for Niagara, but the Purple Eagles will get an extra possession. Paul McMillan put his foot on the line.
Sorry, one of the things Canisius is doing really well is defending, picking up a guy off the pick and roll. They were doing it with Martinez. They just did it with Short twice on that possession. They're seeing the pick and roll. When the big guy moves, Thompson usually is the man right there in position to stop any play underneath.
Inbounds play. Jahari's three, in and out. Great look and a very well executed inbounds play for the Purple Eagles. He was, by my count, the third cutter, and there's a reach-in foul on Justice Smith. So that is a developing situation. Justice Smith, our player to watch, that is his second foul here in the first half.
Yeah, the only thing there's no positive out of foul trouble, obviously, but as we mentioned, Niagara does have a deep bench. They do have options if they get into foul trouble, as opposed to, say, Canisius. Jim Christian's basically playing 7 guys due to injuries at this point.
Inbounds play to Godfrey, Short out to get him. He'll settle for a three, it's on the way, no good. Long rebound off the back iron. Josiah Davis back the other way, bounce pass, Will Short! Oh, with the hammer!
How about the big guy running the court? Like, you wouldn't be surprised Davis is doing that. Short really hustled down court to make that play.
Good defense on Godfrey, and then when he put the 2 hands out on him, I think that's what drew the whistle from Adam Vandenberg. That is the first on Will. Coach Paulus not convinced about that call, but how about this? The long arm of Will Short.
Looked a little like Dr. J there for at least the finishing part. Dr. J would leap from the foul line, but at least the finishing part, that was nice.
That was quite a couple of exciting buckets. Some rim rattlers to our right. Cam Palesi has checked in now to McMillan. 10 to shoot. Shoots a glance at the rim, bangs into Jahari. The ball is loose. Josiah Davis back the other way. Bounce pass Justice Smith. Layup no, but a foul.
Yeah, it's a good idea. Niagara looked like they were going to have points in transition. They ran the court really well, but by the time Smith got down there, Canisius was able to hustle back and have 2 guys there defensively. Smith knew that. He didn't have a clear path to the basket, so he did the next best thing. Protect the ball, shield it with your body, draw the contact, and go to the free throw line.
There you see that 6'6" frame for Justice Smith, backcourt player. Always helps him out, knocks down another free throw. Double figures in 8 of the last 10 for Justice Smith. Here we'll get a look at that bounce pass. Love to see that in the painted area, right? Got to throw the bounce pass. Justice Smith, second free throw on the way. That one too strong, no good. Rebound battled for, and Copa comes away with it. So 1 for 2 from the line for Justice Smith. He hits 2 out of every 3, so he's going to make his next one. Here's Vanderplas with a basketball. Free throw line jumper on the way, no good. Josiah Davis says, give me that rebound. Davis puts it on the deck. Going past Vanderplas, throws it underneath. Oh, and if Will Short can make that connection, it might be another clear path to the bucket.
Yeah, it was the right idea.
Yep.
Because once Davis penetrated into the paint, Thompson left Short to go help out defensively. Left Will Short standing all by himself.
There you see the ISO camera on Josiah Davis. He tapped his front of his jersey to let his teammate know that was on him for not completing that pass. 1-2-2 trap by the Purple Eagles. Griff's break it. Here's Copa. Corner or wing 3, no good. Boy, that one looked like it was good. I think Copa thought that one was going to stay down, and somehow it rattled back out.
It's really the first time he's had a shot tonight and an open look at a 3, and that's what he does best, shoot the 3.
Niagara kept him bottled up when these two teams met. Just 5 points in 37 minutes. Josiah Davis with it in the corner. Jahari with 10 to shoot. Zion. He'll have to go here against Vanderplas. Good move past him. Floater high in the air. Oh, he overshot the rim, but a foul. A foul on the Golden Griffins will send Zion Russell to the line to shoot 2.
You were talking about the defense on Copa. I know we talked about Paul McMillan in the open. The next guy that you really worry about if you're Niagara is Copa. Yep. You cannot let him go crazy from three-point range. And not only was it just 5 points in 37 minutes in the game at the Kessler, in 37 minutes, he only attempted 2 threes. He made 1 of 2. But just to only give up 2 3-point attempts to him, that's really good defense by Niagara. And so far tonight, Todd, I've noticed when they're sprinting back defensively, they are definitely, someone's getting an arm up, locating as if say, I've got 6, I've got Copa. They do not want to lose him in transition.
Zion Russell trying to make them both. 79% from the stripe. He swishes that one in. The Upper Marlboro, Maryland native. Zion Russell should be nearing about 100%. He missed the game prior to the Canisius game with an illness. Played, and the Canisius game just didn't look like himself. And he had 2 points last weekend. So the Purple Eagles certainly hope that one of their floor leaders rounding into play in 100% health. Cam Palesi up top, Thompson. One dribble trying to shake free of Will Short. Shot no, but a foul, says Nathan Hall, along the baseline. So 2 now on Will Short, and just like that, Jhaylon Martinez will make his way to the scorer's table.
That's good work by Thompson. He starts to make the move. Short stops him. And then he took a step back before he drove. So right at that moment, he initially stopped, stepped back, figures maybe he'll catch Short, trying to set himself for the next part of the defensive possession, and then he just drives right by him and draws the foul.
First free throw by Thompson is good. He's got 4 points. And on that replay, we had a really good look at it up until the point where you saw the left arm of the 6'8" freshman come down. That is when the call is made. If you can play straight up and put those hands straight up, you have every right to that airspace. Johnny Thompson looking for his 5th point. It's on the way, and it is no good. It rattled out. Rebound tapped out. This should be Purple Eagle basketball, and it is.
How about this? We are a little over 7 minutes into the game, and Paul McMillan has 2 points on 2 free throws. He has only attempted 1 shot from the field. Again, defense not letting the key guys take shots.
He'll find a way, folks. We know he will find a way.
Yeah.
Justin Page is checked back in, throws it on the baseline to Josiah Davis. Backing down McMillan. Kick it up top. Zion, wide open 3, off the rim, no good. Jhaylon Martinez at 6'11" gets that rebound. Double team comes. Now JD's got it. 15 on the shot clock. JD going along the baseline. Got to get out of trouble there. Keeping that dribble alive. Feeds it right along the baseline. Jhaylon, ball fake, goes up and drops it over the rim.
That's good work by Martinez. He was in too deep. When Davis hit him with that pass, he was so deep underneath the basket, he couldn't put a shot up. So he doesn't travel, he doesn't turn the ball over, but he knows he's got to step out to get a better angle.
What a difference this game is compared to the last time these two teams met. Jhaylon didn't score, played a season-low 8 minutes at the Kessler Athletic Center. Floater on the way, no good. Rebound battled for, and it will be a tie-up. It will be Canisius basketball when we come back. We have 11:56 left here in the first half. We'll take our under 12-minute media timeout. Purple Eagles lead by a half dozen right here on ESPN+.
Great seats at a great price. Get them safer, simpler, and smarter with Ticket Smarter. A proud partner to the biggest names in live sports and events, including ESPN events and iHeartRadio. TicketSmarter has seats for over 125,000 live events and 48 million tickets for sale. All backed with the TicketSmarter 100% ticket guarantee. Thinking about your next great live event? Think smarter. Think TicketSmarter. Get your tickets your way, guaranteed, at TicketSmarter.com.
Every stitch has a story. Every product has a purpose. And every company has a brand. From the drawing board, to the boardroom, to the field. Custom, quality, on time. Everyone is a customer. Everything you need is right here. Ad Pro Sports, your branded merchandise solution.
Take a look at our keys to the game, brought to you by Niagara Army ROTC. Decide to lead. So for the Golden Griffins, we talked with Jim Christian. Wanted to make sure that they took care of the basketball. He stressed can't have live ball turnovers. Let the Purple Eagles get out and run. No easy baskets. He went into detail, right? 27 points is what Jim Christian told us, that Purple Eagles, 27 points of baskets that were too easy.
Give me buckets.
I know, I cleaned it up. I said baskets. Defend the 3, guard the ball. Coach Paulus wanted to combine that because he said we want to be the more aggressive team. First team to hit the floor. 50-50 balls end up with the purple and white. That's where he's going, to be the most aggressive team.
And I think, obviously, it's very early. We're only 8 minutes in. I think Niagara's hit both of those keys. They're doing both of those very well so far tonight.
5 for 11 from the floor. The Purple Eagles, 46%. The Golden Griffins, 2 for 7. Half-court look. Here's Copa with the basketball. Justin Page out on him. Now to Palesi. You look away from the basketball, and Paul McMillan doing all he can to shake free of Zion Russell. They go the other way. 3 seconds to shoot. Thompson, his 3. That is good. How about Gianni Thompson? 7 points tonight. He had 8 points in just 13 minutes at the Kessler Center.
Well, they're going to need some other offensive options because you saw it, right? Zion Russell is going wherever Paul McMillan is going.
Pass down low and an alley-oop with a little drop over the cylinder. Zion Russell now with 4. How about Dre McKnight checking in? A great assist.
And, yeah, very good passing tonight by the Purple Eagles. I think they're doing a terrific job early on, again, of sharing the basketball, making the extra pass, or setting up an easy shot.
4 assists on 6 made buckets. There's some contact out front. Jhaylon Martinez, you can't really blame him. He took the bait on the ball fake. From Thompson.
Refs will let some stuff go, Todd, but when he gets stuck up like in the air like that and really leans into the guy, tough not to call that. 6
team fouls already on the Purple Eagles as you get a look at Zion Russell dropping that one over the cylinder. Well, the Griffs, a very good free throw shooting team. Cam Palesi backing down Olumide, little fadeaway jumper. That one is good. The Golden Griffins say a fadeaway jumper not too tough for them.
Yeah, Palesi, one of the few guys who returned to the Canisius roster from last season. It was a major rebuild for Jim Christian.
Dre McKnight off a screen. Now to Zion. 3-point game. 10.5 left first half. Lou with it. Spinning on McMillan. Backing him down now to Zion. Oh, Zion was cutting in. The ball went a little bit behind him. Outlet pass. Bernard. Oh, no good. Olumide. Adeladu knocked that one away. Back come the Purple Eagles. Numbers if they hurry. Zion in the corner. Dre's 3 on the way. No good. Purple Eagles, the only fly in the ointment here tonight is 3-point shooting. Niagara just 1 made triple. It was Jhaylon beating the clock. Gianni Thompson, he's made his 3rd. And we have a technical foul.
Yeah, it was Thompson. He turned and taunted the bench. I'm assuming that's what they just called. Thompson definitely looked at the Niagara bench and gave him a little bit of a celebration howl, and right away the referee blew the whistle.
So free throws upcoming for the Purple Eagles. Well, Gianni Thompson taking full advantage of the minutes and the opportunity being given to him. So
right there, see, he turned his head to the right there, he's yelling at the bench. Right, easy call to make.
Yeah,
it's too bad because Thompson's having a terrific night so far.
Nathan Hall does not take too kindly to that. Free throw by Zion Russell is good. So the 3rd 3-pointer for Thompson gives him 10.
He averages 3 a game. Granted, he was coming off the bench all season until 2 games ago. Now he's in a starter spot, and he's taking advantage of that opportunity.
Zion Russell jars another free throw. Zion 80% from the stripe. Yep, Nathan Hall just passes in front of us and says can't have that, and that is certainly the way that he officiates the basketball game, and it sends a message. 30 minutes left in this game. Just keep it between the lines and no need to do any trash talking towards the bench.
I think they'll let some stuff go in a rivalry game, but not when you're trash talking the other bench.
Jahari and Zion play catch against his zone look. Hari with 15 to shoot. 2-point game. Oh, Dre was open. They couldn't get it to him. Left wing they go. Zion Russell along the baseline. Gets cut off. Up top, Jahari. Now to Dre. 6 to shoot. Dre turns. Backdoor cut. Justin Page to the bucket. Shot no good. Josiah Davis offensive rebound with the left hand. He spins it in.
Always want to send guys to the boards. You see a teammate driving the baseline like that or taking a shot. It's so important to go to the glass and help out. That's how you get offensive rebounds.
It was also so important that Justin Page hit iron because he was really playing beat the clock, an off-balance shot. If he doesn't get the rim, the shot clock expires. Copa running into Dre McKnight, and Copa will go to the line and shoot the 1-and-1.
Yeah, McKnight's doing his best to sprint and stay with him, and he just, almost like Martinez we saw a moment ago, leaned in a little too much with the body on the perimeter, and that's the right call to make.
Coach Paulus very diplomatically, a little bit of a long distance, maybe 10-foot conversation with Nathan Hall, who made the call. So all eyes now on Tana Copa, the senior from Australia. 74% from the stripe, and he knocks down that free throw, his first point of the night.
Third program for him since coming over to the States. He started his college career at Spring Hill College, and last year was at Long Island University.
Swish is in the second one. 6th in the MAC at 42% from the deep perimeter. Purple Eagles' Jahari Williamson, 7th. Just a fraction of a point under Copa's success rate. They're 3 across, little 3-2 zone here for the Golden Griffins. Justin Page, a couple of hard dribbles now to Zion. Last time Niagara was able to get the ball from side to side, really make that defense work. Good pass there to Josiah. 7 to shoot. JD against Thompson goes up, and it's good! Oh, drawing the foul and getting it through. How strong is Josiah Davis to muscle that one in?
It's funny, that's back-to-back possessions where they don't look good against the zone. A lot of guys, they're just standing around, and basically towards the end of the shot clock, the ball goes into to Josiah Davis. He says, I'm just going to drive to the basket and create. It led to the offensive rebound and the putback. But here, that's Davis just being aggressive. He's always aggressive, though, Todd. I love how he just has a nose for the rim.
7 points in this first half for JD, the junior from Kitchener, Ontario. Talking to him a little bit about the opportunity for family and friends to come see him, and that has been very good with him being so close to his hometown. Niagara back up by 5. McMillan with the basketball. We haven't called his number as much as we thought we would. Plenty of time left, though, for one of the league's top scorers. Cope on the backdoor cut, and he hammers it through.
Yeah, they might have been caught watching McMillan a little bit. They're setting the ball screen up high for him by Thompson, and while you're focused on McMillan, Copa ran the baseline freely.
Good backdoor pressure by Anthony Bernard. Makes the Purple Eagles drain a little bit of the shot clock. Zion Russell with it, with Bernard draped all over him. How about Bernard? A career-high 5 steals in the meeting 12 days ago. Josiah Davis will fake the dribble handoff. Thought he could get free on the baseline. Spinning against Copa, who went to the deck. Justin Page goes up, and we have a foul on the floor, says Adam Vanderberg. Oh, the whistle's coming with some frequency. Media timeout, though, with 7:54 left. The foul will go on Cam Palesi. We're going to step aside. The Purple Eagles will inbound to our right after this break.
Check-in time is 3.
It's 2:55.
I know.
Is this what he's doing now?
As your host, I have some rules. First, no showers longer than 5 minutes. This isn't a spa. No games, no fun.
Yes, Coach.
Meanwhile, at a Verbo, when other vacation rentals make you share your turf with a host, try one you have all to yourself.
You can't be demanding. You can't be relentless. You can't put yourself first. So, put yourself first. You can't dominate. So dominate. You can't fill a stadium. So fill that stadium. You can't take credit. You can't speak up. You can't be ambitious. You can't have any fun. You can't be proud. You can't keep score. You can't stand out. Whatever you do, you can't win. So win.
You just can't beat a post-game burger at McDonald's, right? And you can't beat the Angel Reese special. All right, let's break it down. It's a quarter pounder with my favorite barbecue sauce, American cheese, crispy bacon, pickles, and onions on a sesame seed bun. Get the Angel Reese special at McDonald's. What are you waiting for?
This is an ESPN Sonic blockbuster. Wow! This is star power from the jump.
The best of college basketball every Saturday on ESPN.
At Planet Fitness, no 2 members are alike. Their routines are different. They use different equipment.
1, 2, 3.
And they do it for different reasons.
All right. You're a mythical beast.
But they all have one thing in common.
Hey, you got this. Come on.
They're all strong.
That's right.
We're all strong on this planet. Planet Fitness.
One more, everybody.
1 more? I got 5 more.
Take a look at our series history. It's brought to you by Blue Ox Roofing, the premier roofing company in the greater Buffalo, Niagara region. The 195th matchup all time. No 2 teams in the MAC have played each other with more frequency than these little 3 rivals. You see the Purple Eagles with the upper hand, and we have talked at length about that game on January 31st. And in this building, an entire graduating class for Canisius hasn't won here. Niagara's won 5 in a row.
First meeting in 1907. You were doing it on radio then, weren't you?
I wasn't. It wasn't.
I don't even think radio was around yet.
Josiah Davis misfires. You know, I told Johnny, our director, during the day, I said, either Howard or I is going to strike first when they put up series history, and you beat me to the punch.
I figured you would. I did want to be proactive there.
Very nicely done. We had the string and the 2 cups. It was very impressive.
That's right.
Yep. Godfrey with the basketball. Backdoor cut, Bernard against Smith, and he has to play kind of passive defense. Bernard able to spin that one in. Backdoor cut overplaying defense by Niagara.
Yeah, it was a nice pass. He threaded it in there. I mean, Smith was in the neighborhood. That was a really well-executed play by the Griffs.
Smith spinning against Bernard to Jahari. Now up top, Jayden Marshall with it. Spinning on the defender, trying to step through the paint. Instead gives it to JD. Extra pass, Marshall. Fakes a 3. Copa was out on him. Off-balance runner settles through. Well, they don't draw pictures. Just put it in the book.
That might be your night when you hit shots like that. I mean, that's Canisius playing good defense, and a guy just hit a crazy shot.
25-22. Will Short back to the scorer's table for Niagara. Good ball movement here early in this possession by the Griffs. Halfway through it now. 15, now down to 12 to shoot. Copa off a screen. Backing down Jahari. Ooh, Purple Eagles fans thought he traveled, and Copa settles in.
Guess he was able to hold that left foot, but a good job by Copa using that screen. And Williamson lost him momentarily, sprinted to try and catch him, and that's when Copa put the brakes on, and that got him the space to get the jump shot off.
Justice Smith with it again, a 1-point game. Jayden backing down McMillan, rises up. That one is no good. Clanks twice off the back rim. Opportunity here for the Griffs to take the lead. 3 ties, 1 lead change. Do we have our second lead change? No, that one rattles out. Good look for Godfrey, didn't stay down. Rebound Marshall, now to Smith. Little wiggle now to Justin Page. Cut by Jayden Marshall, off balance, runner. They will wave off the basket. A 1-and-1, though the foul is called. It looked like Justice Smith may have gotten away with an extra step.
Yeah, I think that was definitely a travel. I mean, the pass wasn't received cleanly. Watch the replay. Right here, it's kind of behind him a little bit, so he's juggling, trying to get the ball live, and even there, it looked like he got away with steps, but Niagara catches a break. The whistle's called on the foul. They go to the line.
Emphatic move there. You could see it. Good look on the replay. Tip of the cap to the crew across campus. Under the steady hand of Johnny Shear. Jayden Marshall 1-and-1. That one is good. Jayden Marshall has been fantastic. Now leading the Purple Eagles just over 10 points a game. 10.2. Niagara with 3 players over 10 points per game. So great balance for the Purple Eagles. As Jayden Marshall sizes up the rim, swishes in another one. 37 for his last 42. I don't know when I'm going to stop tracking that, but when you've only missed 5 out of the last 42, that's pretty good stuff. 6th in the league in free throw accuracy. Cam Palesi with the basketball now. Vanderplas to Copa off the screen. He doesn't need a lot of room. Misfires there. Copa ended up on the hardwood. Justice Smith back the other way for Niagara to Adela Dune. Here's Coach Qualis. Say hold on, new play call. The former Duke point guard directing traffic for the Purple Eagles. Justice Smith to execute. Picks up his dribble, throw it across the floor to Adela Dune. Back to Smith. Didn't hoist the 3. Now he will. It's airborne. It is no good. Got the front rim, then a big hop to Copa. Niagara could not miss from 3-point range in the final couple of minutes at Quinnipiac. They are 1 for 9 here today. Menard with the basketball. Past Jayden Marshall. Off balance runner. No good. That was tough with a right hand from the left side. Justice Smith with it now, middle of the floor. Right wing. Justin Page leaves it for Will Short along the baseline. Goes up. Gets it in off the glass. Will Short has 4.
Good to see Short running the court again, helping out the offense, going right to the basket. Got himself in position to receive that pass.
Offensive moving screen foul there, says Nathan Hall. Dylan Godfrey kind of with some volume says, what?
Yeah.
You know, you want to reward the big man for running the floor. The Purple Eagles did it. It's the point you're making with Will Short.
And you know what? You should reward the big man when they run the floor like that.
So 29-24. And the foul was, the whistle came just before we picked up that replay. Adela Dune with it. Dribble handoff, Justin Page. Man-to-man defense now by the Griffs. It did seem like that 3-2 zone. Wraparound pass, but Niagara unable to complete that one. Will Short kind of gave up on the route, if you will. Vanderplas against Smith, skipping across the floor. Oh, wait, Justin Page is there. Vanderplas not realizing that Smith already had 2 fouls. He did not play tough defense there. Smith along the baseline, now to Justin Page. Page, his fadeaway jumper, that one no good. Rebound to McMillan for the Griffs, and back they come. 3 fresh Purple Eagles at the scorer's table. Paul McMillan, layup is good.
That's how he gets 20 points a game, or part of the reason why. You just give him the slightest opening, and he will sprint towards the basket. He gets a lot of layups as part of that 20-point-per-game average.
It took 16 minutes for the league's leading scorer to get his first field goal. Back pass, Will Short. He hit a 3 at Quinnipiac. He's got another one here. He swishes that one in. The only made threes by the Purple Eagles are by their 6'8" center and their 6'11" center.
Yeah, so you know what? No more guards or small forwards shooting threes. Just get it to the big men. They run the court and they shoot threes.
I mean, Will looked good doing it. He was going back to play defense when the ball was halfway in the air. Back pass, Johnny Thompson. Does he have his 4th triple? Yes.
Yeah, Short was way down in the paint, and I think he was giving Thompson space. And then the McMillan drive, kind of like Short's thinking, I got to help out defensively. That's good vision by McMillan to know he had Thompson sitting out there all by himself waiting for a 3.
Under 4-minute media timeout will come your way if we ever get another whistle. What a move by Justice Smith. The finger roll is good. A little wiggle, a little shake.
His confidence, his game has come on so strong over the course of the season. He wants the ball offensively.
Cam Palesi with it on the pass from Thompson. Bangs into Justice Smith. Justice again has those fouls, so he just puts his hands up, lets him go. Palesi now with 4.
Yeah, you could see the way he played that defensively. There was a little contact. I think he was worried about it, and that's when he kind of backed off. And yeah, you're right. If you're Canisius and you got a matchup with Smith, take him to the basket as much as you can because he's not going to want to get a 3rd foul.
Niagara pretty much strictly plays man-to-man. They'll throw a 1-3-1 wrinkle in there every now and again, but you can isolate a player with foul trouble. Justice Smith steps back. His 3 on the way. They wave it off. Traveling violation, says Adam Vandenberg. I think we have 10 tired players on the floor. Good time for a media timeout. Purple Eagles by 3. Golden Griffins will have the basketball when we come back.
Great seats at a great price. Get them safer, simpler, and smarter with Ticket Smarter. A proud partner to the biggest names in live sports and events, including ESPN events and iHeart Radio. Ticket Smarter has seats for over 125,000 live events and 48 million tickets for sale. All backed with the Ticket Smarter 100% ticket guarantee. Thinking about your next great live event? Think smarter. Think Ticket Smarter. Get your tickets your way, guaranteed, at ticketsmarter.com.
Every stitch has a story. Every product has a purpose. And every company has a brand. From the drawing board, to the boardroom, to the field. Custom, quality, on time. Everyone is a customer. Everything you need is right here. Ad Pro Sports, your branded merchandise solution.
Well, 34-31 our score. There you see. Purple Eagles 5. You know, Howard, when you get the stool there, that means you are coming into the game. You get to be very comfortable, catch your last few seconds of rest. Now, you and I, unless there's an exciting finish, we're pretty much sitting down the whole game.
Oh, yeah. No,
that's a good idea, right?
I don't stand, except for the anthems. I stand for the anthems.
You do?
Yeah, for the rest of the game. I got a nice courtside seat. I'm right at the midcourt stripe. Why would I want to stand up and block the fans?
There's nobody in our way.
You know, they wouldn't be able to see the glare from the lights off my head. It would be blinding people.
Well, there you see a good shot from the baseline camp. Again, a decent crowd. The end zone very well populated. They had a student pep rally in the lower level Gallagher Center here on campus just about an hour or so before the opening tip.
Hey, it's been a big week. You had Niagara and Canisius in hockey last night. You had them playing in women's basketball down at the Kessler, and now you have this matchup tonight. This is the rubber match.
We showed it at the top. This is the Battle of the Bridge. At stake, the Canal Cup. They will add up all the points earned. And at the end of the spring sports season, they award it. Purple Eagles They've maintained control of the Canal Cup last 2 years. Ball knocked away by Will Short.
Man.
They come together, and the indication is Golden Griffins basketball. We talked about first to the floor. Usually first to the floor is rewarded. Niagara got to the floor first, but it went off the leg of a hard-charging Josiah Davis.
Yeah, and good effort by both big guys, by Thompson for Canisius, by Short for Niagara, diving, not even worried about their bodies, diving to the court. And when Thompson went down, he kind of fell into the head of Will Short. So I just kind of keep an eye on Short, but he seemed to be okay.
8 to shoot. McMillan with the basketball. I don't think he's giving it up. Crossover dribble, left elbow jumper. No good. Rebound. Illumide Adeladoon ripped it away from Thompson. Back come the Purple Eagles. 3-point lead. 100 seconds left here first half. Zion with it now, picked up by McMillan. Leading point getter, 13 points for Gianni Thompson. That's good for game high honors. Kick in the corner. Jahari now to JD. 6 to shoot. JD, keeping that pivot foot. Now to Jahari. 2 to shoot. 2-pointer on the way. Off the side of the backboard. That'll be a shot clock violation.
Yeah, we've seen a few possessions where Niagara just seems to look a little stagnant on offense. Not a lot of movement. Shot clock runs down, and then you just got to try and do some one-on-one, and that time it did not pay off for the Purple Eagles. I don't know how Davis held his pivot foot.
30-second timeout called by the Golden Griffins. So they will talk things over. But you could kind of get the feeling that possession was destined for a shot clock violation. You're right, a lot of standing around.
Yep.
You're right with the pivot foot.
Gravity is pulling him down to the floor. I thought for sure we were going to see traveling. I tell you, the more I watch him, Davis, he's just so much fun to watch play. Like if I had to have a high school kid in the stands and say, watch one guy play, watch Davis. Do what he does. Yeah. He's just constant energy. He's moving. He's looking for teammates. He's sussing up and down. He drives to the basket. He's really aggressive. There's so much to like about his game. When he's out, they're not the same team.
Right, no doubt about it. He missed 9 games, and that was when the Purple Eagles trying to find their footing in the early part of the season. So JD's back now. There's no more easing him into it. So it is a difference when he is on the floor. That's a great point, though. Somebody that just picks up his teammates, team first, hustles after every loose ball.
And I'll set up a tease for the second half.
All right, sir.
You have to tell the Josiah Davis, Paul McMillan story from the game 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, it's worth hanging around for. It really is. We got a little bit more on it from Coach Paulus. We'll talk about it in the second half. So after that 30-second timeout by the Griffs, let's see what they've drawn up. Bernard with the basketball. 3-point lead for the purple and white. Thompson with it. Adeladoon all over him. Dribble handoff, McMillan. 60 seconds left. First half, Milk for Life halftime report at the intermission. Thompson backing down to Adeladoon. Spins back to Bernard. Didn't hoist a 3. Zion puts his foot on the baseline. Ball is loose in the paint. Jaden Marshall will get it before it goes out of bounds and fired off of the kneecap of Paul McMillan. Purple Eagle basketball. They'll reset the shot clock.
2 terrific plays there. 1, to get a hand in without getting called for any kind of foul and get the other free hand in to strip the ball. And then, of course, he's on the ground. He's not going anywhere. Short of calling timeout, the best thing he could do is exactly what he does right here. Throw it up at Paul McMillan. He's stuck. There's nowhere to go. He's laying on his back, on his rear end, I should say. So heads up play.
Jaden Marshall living right. He had the off balance, twisting, turning. I'm going to swish that in. And here you could see how close he was. Great job by camera 3 over there, Howard, in case you're keeping score. That's
camera 3.
Camera 3.
Yep. Oh, they're numbered. I didn't know
they
that.
are.
Okay.
They are. Stick with me. But you could see how close Jaden was. Didn't go on the boundary. The Purple Eagles, as you can see, have used their use it or lose it timeout inside of a minute.
I'm looking at some of the numbers, and you said it earlier. It's really been a very good half for Niagara. The one thing they're not doing well is shooting the threes.
Yeah.
They're 2 of 10 from three-point range, but they're going to get it at halftime. I think Coach Paulus and the staff will be very happy with so many other parts of their game in the first 20 minutes.
You know, you hear about when a team is shooting so well in the first 20 minutes. Well, you know, the regression, they'll probably come back to where their stats reside. The Purple Eagles certainly hope that's the case after a very cold start on their own home rims. Tonight's game snaps a 3-game road trip for the Purple Eagles. They're happy to be home. Zion Russell now spinning against Bernard, and an offensive foul, says Nathan Hall.
Yeah, give Bernard the credit. Bernard reaches in and throws off the play. Russell starts worrying about he might be losing possession, and that leads to the whistle and the turnover against the Purple Eagles.
Dre McKnight will check in, Zion Russell to come out. It's interesting, though, after each team called the timeout to draw something up, and they got the full 30 seconds just about on the shot clock, each team turned it over.
It's not what the coaches drew up.
It is
usually
not.
They have a play they think will always work.
Coach Paulus, I started hearing this phrase from him last couple of years, ATO, after timeout. How do they do? And, well, he won't be pleased with the execution there. Shot clock dark. 18 seconds left, first half. Josiah Davis hounding Paul McMillan the fourth. Back and forth he goes. 9 seconds left. Now he's looking to go. Bangs into JD, and that is an offensive foul on McMillan. And that is his first foul.
And plenty of time left, 6.8 seconds. Plenty of time for Niagara to get the ball up court and get off a good look, a good shot attempt.
4 really good three-point shooters out there in Adela Dune, Marshall, McKnight, and Jahari Williamson.
Good replay there. You saw the lean in contact, but then when he extended the arm, I think that kind of solidified the whistle.
Well, here we go. Jahari Williamson right back to JD. Quick as a hiccup into the front court. JD to the bucket. Misfired, but a whistle and a foul, says Nathan Hall. It'll be on Bernard. Down low with 1 second left. That is the second foul on Anthony Bernard. So here goes JD to the line. He saw just enough real estate to get through that crack.
And that's okay. I mean, he saw McKnight was running the baseline. He was down actually ahead of the play, and it looked like he might have been open for a moment, but I think Josiah Davis knew, I'm just taking the ball, going right to the basket with time running out.
Free throw, good. JD now 8 points to lead the Purple Eagles. Again, 13 points for Gianni Thompson. Good for game-high honors.
That's a great play. That's the play Paul McMillan makes for Canisius. Just run up court, go to the basket, and if you don't make it, you get fouled, you get points.
Deep knee bend for Davis. How about it? 9 first half points for JD. They'll roll the ball. McMillan picks it up. Count it if it goes. Just short. On line, but not enough behind it. 20 minutes in the books. Yep, he's loving life these last couple of ball games, knocking down his threes. We are ready to go. Second half action. Niagara with the first look at it here, leading it by 5. Purple Eagles going for their 6th straight in a row over the Griffs in this building, these crosstown rivals. Left wing, JD with it. See what Niagara has drawn up coming out of the locker room. JD against Thompson, walking the tightrope, and he's bodied out of bounds, says Adam Vandenberg. It will stay to our left. Now that's 3 on Gianni Thompson, number 33. So decision time for Jim Christian, who just takes a sip of his bottled water. He's going to leave Thompson in there. Now maybe Niagara can isolate whoever Thompson guards. Comes to a double team. Pass to Jhaylon. Oh, big size mismatch against the guard. Jhaylon has it knocked away, goes up and with the left hand.
He didn't know it. Everybody was yelling, literally yelling at him about the size mismatch. That was funny.
9 in the game for Jhaylon Martinez. Almost as if he's saying, I know, let me collect this basketball. Gianni Thompson with it. Jhaylon races out to get him. 6'11", he's 25 feet from the bucket playing defense. Palesi, corner 3, that one no good. Great closeout by Adela Dune. Zion Russell picks up that air ball. Back he comes, lob pass for Josiah, unable to finish. Just misfiring there. They had the play drawn up pretty well, just didn't execute. Thompson, off the window, good.
You made a good point a moment ago. Now, couldn't do it in transition. They were running the court. Now that you're going to get into half-court offense, you've got Martinez on Thompson. Get the ball to Martinez, have him drive on Thompson, and see if you can get a 4th foul on him.
Niagara working the perimeter. I just have a feeling there's a pick set by Jhaylon. Dives to the bucket. They whip it down low. Boy, good catch in traffic there by Jhaylon. Momentum taking him out of bounds. Spins against Thompson, goes up and good.
Yeah, that's the play. I know he was stuck on the baseline. He might have been thinking about kicking it out, but the right decision was to turn. You know Thompson's going to be careful not to foul you with his body, so the right decision was turn and be aggressive there.
Jhaylon's got 11 as Bernard bangs into Zion Russell. Same starting 5 for both sides. Thompson with it. 13 to shoot. Palesi off a screen. Through the paint he goes. Adela Dune reached in. The call came very late, but no argument from the Purple Eagles sideline. The officials that paid to get in didn't necessarily like the call, I think merely because of the timing of the whistle. The foul is on Adeladoon, and for Lou, that is his first. Larry, you saw the replay. Cam Palesi will go to the line. You can see by Palesi's reaction, he's like, where is the, oh, there it is. There's the whistle. Free throw good. He swishes in. 75% from the stripe for Cam Palesi. Had a good weekend last weekend on the road at Merrimack and Quinnipiac. Although Quinnipiac first, second free throw, that's too strong, no good. 19 points, better than his 6 points per game average. So Palesi had a good weekend, although both games were dropped double-digit losses by the Griffs on the road. Now again, that 3-2 kind of morphing zone that the Griffs throwing at the Purple Eagles here. Niagara plays catch with it on the perimeter.
Good way to keep Thompson out of getting a fourth foul.
Zion Russell's three, no good, goes off the underside of the shot clock. Coach Paulus and Jhaylon, a long-distance conversation there to try and sort out the way to get Jhaylon open.
Here's the problem, too. Why is Thompson still in the game? One, he's having a career night. Two, they're really thin on the bench. You know, they don't have a lot of options when guys get into foul trouble.
Yeah, there are as many players in sweatsuits as there are in uniform for this game. A shortened bench for Jim Christian in his first year at the Kessler Athletic Center in Buffalo. Leading the way for the Griffs. Thompson goes up over Jhaylon, no good. Good defense there by the grad student. Martinez without fouling. Josiah Davis into McMillan. Reverse layup is good.
How about the decision to reverse lay it, right?
Yep.
Thinking he needed to get past McMillan and clear the bucket rather than try it on the short side going in.
Pedal to the floor, though. He is so fast. Thompson tried to get a backdoor cut to Palesi. Good job there by Justin Page.
That's on Thompson.
Moving screen, the second time that Johnny Thompson has been called for it. It is his fourth. He makes a beeline towards the bench, and Dylan Godfrey will get up, and he will check it in. He will check in. Here it is, that movement right there.
Yeah.
You have to stay frozen. Let your teammate run off of your hip.
Yeah, that's the right call. Sorry, I didn't mean to step on you because obviously you noticed it too. That's the right call, but man, you want to talk about the worst possible way to get a fourth foul and go to the bench on a play on a screen like that.
JD against Bernard, almost lost control of the basketball, and you can credit Bernard for knocking that one away. Really good defense against Josiah Davis, who's just oozing confidence. Left wing McMillan taking on Zion, off glass, good. Straight line to the bucket for Paul McMillan. He has 6. If the Griffs are going to get back in this, it's going to be on the shoulders of McMillan, you would think, for sure.
Yeah, and he's got to do more plays like that. He's got to do what he does best. Get the ball and drive to the basket. Make Niagara stop you.
Page to Adeladoon. Here's Lou, up to Justin Page, wide open, high arcing three, off the iron, no good. The cold shooting from the perimeter for the Purple Eagles continues. Bernard, bounce pass behind Palesi, stolen by Adeladoon. Niagara looking to go. Zion Russell flips it to Page, good catch there. Lob pass down low. Jhaylon against Godfrey. Spins, off glass, good. Jhaylon was setting him up. He's got a baker's dozen.
Yeah, and Godfrey's got to be careful, too, because he's playing with 3 fouls. And, of course, that's a size advantage a little bit for Martinez anyway.
Bernard with the basketball. Now to Godfrey. Jhaylon out to get him. Oh, good slam on the brakes. 3 by McMillan, no good. He left it short. Rebound, Justin Page. Purple Eagles lead it by 8. So many times this season, Coach Paulus has talked about situations where can you go from 7 or 8 to 10 or 11 and then really separate. Niagara has not been able to do that, not only tonight, but many times during the season. Page in the corner, loose triple, rattles out, no good. Oh, the bench was standing as one, thinking for sure that one would go down. Martinez off balance, no good. Tried to buy the call, the whistle never came. Josiah Davis into the front court against Bernard. McMillan hustles back to play defense. 3 fresh Purple Eagles resting comfortably at the scorer's table. Under 16-minute media timeout at the next whistle. Jhaylon skipping across the floor. Justin Page, that one too strong. Rebound battled for. Adeladoon able to get the offensive rebound, knocked out of bounds. Catch your breath, everybody. Timeout. It'll be Niagara basketball when we come back. Purple Eagles trying to build upon an 8-point advantage next.
So I wonder if the next part of the game.
College. Working your way up from the bottom. Instead, how does this sound? starting in a guaranteed leadership position with people who look to you for guidance because you're trained to give it, and make important decisions in critical situations. Skip entry level. Decide to lead as an Army officer.
In order to fly, you need a place to take off. At Niagara University, you'll find community around every corner. Classes that take your learning to new heights. And professors who inspire you to achieve at the highest level. So come find your people. Find your passion. Find the very best version of yourself. Come find your wings and soar at Niagara University.
Everybody loves a good Cinderella story. We know that's what March is all about. Three-pointer. Oh! You can feel the madness. Fairfield is headed to the NCAA tournament. Double honor. Welcome to historic Atlantic City. It's the Hercules Tire MAC Basketball Championship.
How we doing on time? And we welcome you back inside the Gallagher Center. Purple Eagles huddling around. Six-year head coach Greg Paulus. We see big number 12, Jhaylon MARTINEZ. He will get a rest, and Will Short will be inserted back into this lineup. 8 games this season, Jhaylon has hit double figures, the high water mark against Merrimack in this building. 6 for 11 from the floor for Jhaylon. Finished with a career high 14 points. He's knocking on the door. He's got 13 right now, although this very second he's catching his breath.
I was going to ask you to recap his missed shots tonight, but it really wouldn't take long. He's 6 for 6 from the field.
Will Short with the basketball now. That pass was tipped. Josiah Davis with the catch. He is going to back down Bernard. Layup good. Just too much muscle there for JD. 6'3", 195. Bernard 6 feet, 170. McMillan, ball fake, got Josiah in the air. He took the bait. Paul McMillan now with 8.
Yeah, and this is 3 possessions now. He's gone right to the basket. So if you're Niagara, you've got to recognize that. It's not just the guy guarding him. If McMillan's going to keep going to the basket, you've got to kind of cheat a little bit, bring in some help defense to try and stop those drives.
You have to think Paul McMillan's going to have to call his own number first. Absolutely. A lot if they're going to get back in this. Justin Page, ball fake. Filling the line is Josiah Davis, and he hammers it through along the baseline. Great cut, great feed. That could be our Hercules Tire strong move of the game. We have a number of candidates for that play. We'll have it later in this second half. Campolesi with it now, left wing Bernard. Biggest lead of the night for the Purple Eagles at 10. Godfrey, pick and pop. Thought about a 3, went past short. Now a 2 on the way, and that is good. Silky smooth there by Godfrey.
Yeah, good adjustment. You know, the other thing with Davis, we already talked about how he loves to go to the rim. He is just thick. He is solidly built. You do not want to, draw a charge against Josiah Davis. He's just a rock.
Left wing, Page. In the corner. Jaden Marshall is open. Didn't hoist. Now he will. That triple, no good. The struggles from deep continue for Niagara. 2 for 15 now. 8-point lead. McMillan with the basketball. A little hesitation move. Layup is good.
There's not a lot to the Canisius. You don't need a color guy to tell you. The Canisius offense is now. Get the ball to Paul McMillan. He's going to go to the basket. They're down. They want to get back in this game and cut the deficit. You're going to turn to the leading scorer in the MAC, and Niagara's got to find a way to help out and shut him down from getting to the basket.
Just like that, a 6-point game, and Jhaylon MARTINEZ back to the scorer's table for Niagara. Jaden Marshall with it. Picked up by McMillan. Goes right, bangs into him. Off glass, that one settles through. Good finish there by Marshall. He's got 6.
And just, so you know, in defense of Niagara, nobody in the league has figured out how to keep Paul McMillan from going to the basket.
Double figures in every game this season. Bernard with it. Good hustle, good recovery speed by Jahari Williamson. 13 to shoot. Media timeout at the next whistle. We're inside of 12 minutes. Dribble handoff. McMillan steps back. His three is on the way. No good. Left it short. Jahari Williamson with the rebound. Hari will keep it himself. Chest pass, Justin Page. Now to JD. On his way to the bucket. Extra pass in the corner. Marshall unable to catch it cleanly. Whips it up top. Does Page have a three? No good. Rebound. That will be Purple Eagle basketball. No, great save by McMillan. It was going to stay at that end, but Paul McMillan able to save it. Oh, what a move by Bernard. He spins away from Jaden Marshall. Bernard now with 4, and it's a 6-point game again.
That was a highlight reel move. That got the entire Canisius bench standing. Look, I know Greg Paulus is going to let his guys shoot. At this point, you're so good driving and getting points in the paint. I wouldn't be looking for threes. I would go and drive on Canisius.
Hari to JD, skip it up top. Jaden Marshall has it. Down low, underneath. Will Short against Godfrey with those 3 fouls. It's good. And a timeout called by the Purple Eagles. So Will Short with 9. This will take us to our under 12-minute media timeout. We've seen Coach Paulus do that before when he can sense that his team needs a break. We will take a break as well. Niagara up by 8 on each.
Savory, juicy, and hold up. It's got Hidden Valley Ranch seasoning? Nice. Crispy, zesty, ranchy perfection. Hidden Valley Ranch, only serious about flavor.
Icy Hot Pro Massaging Balm. Easy to grip and massage and the power of 2 max strength pain relievers. Ice works fast, heat makes it last. Icy Hot Pro Massaging Balm.
Yo, Stewie, winner takes the bag.
You know that meal is already mine.
Golly. I'm right here with you. I see y'all. Made mine a double QPC, but a double queen.
Get the injury special at McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
You can't be demanding. You can't be relentless. You can't put yourself first. So, put yourself first. You can't dominate. So dominate. You can't fill a stadium. So fill that stadium. You can't take credit. You can't speak up. You can't be ambitious. You can't have any fun. You can't be proud. You can't keep score. You can't stand out. Whatever you do, you can't win. So win.
At Planet Fitness, no 2 members are alike. Their routines are different. They use different equipment.
1, 2, 3.
Woo! And they do it for different reasons.
You're a mythical beast.
But they all have one thing in common.
Hey, you got this.
They're all strong.
That's right.
We're all strong on this planet. Planet Fitness.
One more, everybody.
1 more? I got 5 more.
Women's College Hoops, all season long on the networks of ESPN.
Well, we previewed it earlier. A lot of candidates for our Hercules strong move of the game. Justin Page ball fake, and Josiah slammed it through. Student managers, a little bit of flex off the Purple Eagle bench. That is a good-looking move.
That's a great replay angle.
Yep.
To see the ball fake. That little extra fake that, again, you want to keep the defenders from turning and seeing Davis is charging from the opposite end. Maybe I can draw a charge. So you do that little ball fake, kind of keep them frozen, and then you hit Josiah Davis.
Justin Page, a very steady player. He's a sophomore. He doesn't score a ton. He's probably Niagara's best on-the-ball defender. Just plays a ton of minutes, and it's subtle plays like that. Copa, nothing subtle about that. He misfires on the 3. Long rebound to Godfrey. Saves it to Palesi. Jaden Marshall banged into Vanderplas. Godfrey with the basketball. Spinning right to McKnight. Running 2 on the way, no good. Tap by Adeladoon. Oh, Copa got away with a double dribble there. Extra possession here for the Golden Griffins. Oh, Lou just slapped his hands together. That was his rebound. Bernard off a screen. Splits the double team. Reverse layup, no. Tap to Dre McKnight. Boy, that ball on the rim. Canisius said just about enough to see the basketball dance on the rim against the Purple Eagles. That is how the first meeting ended, in a would-be winning coast-to-coast lay-in by Paul McMillan, rolled off. Dre McKnight, throw it to the right elbow. Lou's got it, back to Dre, he can hit that. No good, offensive rebound, Jhaylon. Double team, up top, Hari fakes a three, step to the left. Lou, his three, off the iron, no good. The woes continue, and Howard, a shooter says the next one's going in. They're gonna keep shooting, and Cam Palesi able to get that one in, and we have a whistle and a foul. Count the bucket. Timeout. This will be an official timeout. We're gonna step aside. The Golden Griffins hanging around. They'll be at the line when we come.
Icy Hot Pro Massaging Balm. Easy to grip and massage, and the power of 2 max strength pain relievers. Ice works fast. Heat makes it last. Icy Hot Pro Massaging Balm.
You just can't beat a post-game burger at McDonald's, right? And you can't beat the Angel Reese special. All right, let's break it down. It's a quarter pounder with my favorite barbecue sauce, American cheese, crispy bacon, pickles, and onions on a sesame seed bun. Get the Angel Reese special at McDonald's. What are you waiting for?
Ever since I tried Hidden Valley Ranch, I finally found what I've been looking for.
Oh my gosh.
I know. How is this stuff so good?
Hidden Valley Ranch.
Only serious about flavor.
At Planet Fitness, no two members are alike. Their routines are different. They use different equipment.
1, 2, 3.
And they do it for different reasons.
You're a mythical beast.
But they all have one thing in common.
Hey, you got this. Come on.
They're all strong.
That's right.
We're all strong on this planet. Planet Fitness.
One more, everybody.
One more? I got 5 more.
This is an ESPN Sonic blockbuster. Whoa! This is star power from the jump.
The best of college basketball every Saturday on ESPN.
Well, the Golden Griffins have already adjourned their meeting. The Purple Eagles, as you see, still huddled around. Niagara head coach Greg Paulus, what's up next for the Purple Eagles? They will be here on Friday night. Bring your Valentine. The Mount will be in town, then the Purple Eagles on the road to take on Siena and Marist before, incredibly, those bottom 2 games you see on that panel, Howard, those are the final 2 home games for the Purple Eagles. The Iona Gales on the 28th of February, and they'll drop the curtain on the home schedule on March 2nd. Free throw by Palesi is good, and it is a 5-point game, the and one for Cam Palesi. He has 8. Well, Niagara to the front court. 2-3 zone by the Golden Griffins. Jahari went to the top of the key. Dre McKnight just begging for the basketball. They'll go on the baseline to JD. Up top to Jahari. Jahari to the bucket. Shot swatted away. Ball run down by Niagara. Josiah Davis up top, Lou. Extra pass. Corner 3, Jaden. That one is no good. A line drive dances across the rim, and back come the Golden Griffins. A great look, but Niagara unable to finish. There's an offensive foul on Dylan Godfrey. That is his 4th. Great job by the Purple Eagles. There are a lot of opportunities here for Niagara to hang their head because they cannot hit a 3 tonight.
And I will say this. I know I'm getting kind of frustrated that they keep trying them, but in their defense, they are getting clean looks.
Yep.
Like they're 2 for 19, but it's not like on the 17 misses, guys have been in their face.
Right.
Or they're not setting their feet. They're getting the ball and setting feet with open looks and just not falling.
You know what, and maybe it wouldn't occur tonight, but any other time, if the player doesn't shoot the 3, they're coming out of the game. Coach Paulus is taking them out for passing up a great shot. Just tonight, they're not getting them in. We had a good look of Dre McKnight drawing that charge against the zone. Jahari, his 3 on the way. That one is offline, and a couple of Golden Griffins come together, knock it out of each other's hand, and Palesi with it. Up to the floor, it went to Copen. A good job by Adeladoon to be there to not let him shoot the 3. Johnny Thompson has checked back in with his 4 fouls. Goes to the bucket and slams it through.
Yeah, and I wonder defensively if they're going to stay in the zone a little bit more to do their best to protect Thompson. The good news for Thompson is Martinez isn't in the game right now, nor is Short.
Jhaylon MARTINEZ is at the scorer's table. Niagara has 2 timeouts left. Zion Russell and Justin Page also there. And why not go in the zone? Niagara hasn't hit a 3 here in this second half, only 2 for the ball game. Dre McKnight and Jahari play catch. We're inside of 8 minutes. Free throw line, JD. Right wing, Hari, 3 to shoot. In the corner, JD's got to pull the trigger. No good. Rebound to Palesi. Incredibly, the Griffs can tie it with a 3 of their own. 7:45 left. Records just don't matter. These are final possession games that these two teams play. This edition 195. McMillan with the basketball. With a head of steam. Goes right wing, dribbles off his foot. Lou has it, and he is going to wait to be tied up. The arrow favors the Golden Griffins, and with the whistle, we will step aside for a media timeout. Lou is a very high IQ player. Again, we're going to go to break. I don't know if he knew it was going to be Golden Griffin basketball, and he wants it to be Niagara's ball later in the
At Planet Fitness, no 2 members are alike, but they all have one thing in common. They're all strong.
That's right.
We're all strong on this planet. Planet Fitness.
One more, everybody.
One more? Got 5 more.
Derek.
Hey, Mom, I need to lay low for a couple days. There's too much heat on this car.
Too much heat?
I only paid for a Hyundai Tucson.
Ruth. Listen, Jenna, I need to lay low for a few days. Why?
Deal so right, it almost feels wrong. The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event.
Get 2.99% APR for 72 months on the Hyundai Tucson today.
Burger King has a deal for all. $5 duo answers hunger's call. $7 trio, more options for y'all. Which one will you choose? At BK, have it your way.
You can't be demanding. You can't be relentless. You can't put yourself first. So, put yourself first. You can't dominate. So dominate. You can't fill a stadium. So fill that stadium. You can't take credit. You can't speak up. You can't be ambitious. You can't have any fun. You can't be proud. You can't keep score. You can't stand out. Whatever you do, you can't win. So win.
What if there was no galaxy far, far away, and every second didn't count, and she never did let it go, and no one ever did get murdered in this building? Then that would really suck, wouldn't it? But hey, there is a galaxy far, far away, and every second does count, and she did let it go. And best of all, a whole bunch of people did get murdered in this building.
You gotta be freaking kidding me.
And aren't we lucky for that?
Welcome back inside the Gallagher Center. Tonight's game brought to you by Hercules Tires. Ride on our strength. Also, Jersey Mike's, a new location on Military Road in the Falls. I know it very well, Howard. Let's just leave it at that. Tremendous.
I'm feeling a little hungry. You buying after the game?
I would do that. I would do that. Soldout.com if you're ever feeling like you can't get that ticket to the event you want. And again, everyone focusing on the MAC championships. Copa with the basketball. He steps out of bounds, and the Griffins turn it over. March 11th through 15th, the top 10 men's and women's teams will head to the Jersey Shore to battle for the 2025 automatic bid.
And it's a battle for Niagara to get one of those spots. And I know we looked at the schedule, and you said it earlier, it might come down to the very last game at Ryder for that final spot.
That is incredible. The stakes could be very high. JD with it now. Oh, he had teammates open in both corners. JD going to go off the glass and good. He kept it himself. He said, you know what? We're missing too much from the outside. I'm going to the rack.
I like that kind of thinking. I love JD. I love the way he saw that, read it, needed a little bit of an opening, went right to the basket.
Ball knocked away, and then the whistle comes. Dre McKnight taps his jersey. Now, we saw so many fouls in the first half. That is just the 6th foul in this second half, 3 per side. It's on Dre McKnight, his second.
You know, the thing about Davis, which is nice, he's not reckless, Todd, when he drives. Some guys get out of control when they drive. He drives with the mission of, okay, you stop me. I'm going, you try and stop me.
They are trying to run Copa off multiple screens for a three. He's got it now. Ball fake, runner in the paint. No, leaves it for Palesi. Good, and the foul. What a feed, what a decision there by Tana Copa to find Cam Palesi. Big second half for Palesi.
Yeah.
6 since the break, 10 for the game.
And that looked like a third option, right? So watch this replay. He comes in, ball fake left. I'm going to shoot it. Nope, I'm going right to Palesi the other side. So that's in a split second. That's great work by Copa to set that one up.
Well, here he goes again, trying to do the old-fashioned three-point play. Cam Palesi, 75% from the stripe. The foul is on Jhaylon, his second. That free throw swishes in. It's a 2-point game. The Golden Griffins have led for a minute and a half in this game. Their last lead, 5-2. 6:35 left. Canisius looking for a big stop. JD, one dribble, lob pass down low, swatted away, but a hold when the ball was in the air because Jhaylon Martinez was going to rise up and get that one. The foul is on
Palesi.
Bernard. That's his third. No, it's on number 3, Anthony Bernard.
Okay, watch, because Palesi came in. Yeah, they got the wrong, unless they called Bernard on the early push. I thought it was on when Palesi came to help. I thought that's when they called it, but must have been Bernard on an early push when Jhaylon drove to the basket.
They both play a ton of minutes, but now Bernard with 3 for Palesi. It would have only been his second. Zion Russell now to JD. Bounce pass, Jhaylon. Double team comes, trying to step through, but a reach-in foul. Well, just the strong hands and the muscle of Jhaylon. He was going to battle through that. He actually did not want to hear the whistle there because he was free.
Yeah, I think that would have been a bucket for him because Davis did a nice job. Jhaylon cut off the pick and roll. Davis saw it and was able to get it to him.
JD with it. Jump stop, tried to float it in, and it's good. Boy, a line drive, perfect rotation is the difference between success and failure on that shot for JD.
And fighting off contact. You know, Palesi stood his ground, got a little contact, and Davis able still to make that shot fall.
Inside of 6 minutes, McMillan to Palesi.
And McMillan hasn't taken a shot in a while. He's been quiet.
Throw it to Palesi with Jaden Marshall on him. Up top, Thompson didn't hoist the 3. Back to Palesi, 10 to shoot. McMillan working hard for that basketball. Good denial defense there by JD, and he comes from behind and picks the pocket. Here's Jaden Marshall all the way to the bucket, finger roll, good! Filling the lane. Jaden Marshall now with 8.
So we've talked about Davis's offense, right? How about the help on the defense there? And he was the guy guarding McMillan on that trip up court. McMillan's trying to shake him and do everything he can, and Davis wouldn't let him get loose, and then he does a nice job getting the strip from behind to set this play up. Here comes Davis, falls off McMillan, reads it behind Thompson, reaches in clean, and gets the strip, starts the break.
A 30-second timeout. Good finish there by Jaden Marshall, so we'll keep things right here. Such a good play, and you could see if Gianni Thompson had eyes in the back of his head, he would have known that Jhaylon was leaving him, Josiah was leaving him and able to steal the basketball.
But that's a good read. See, I mean, he's got to stay on McMillan so he doesn't score, right? But he sees Thompson's got his face to the basket. He's not going to pass behind. He doesn't have eyes in the back of his head, as you pointed out.
Right.
So McMillan's not a threat at that point unless he tries to circle around and cut to the basket. So that's a good read on Davis's part.
So smart.
I'm going to go in and try and get that ball away from Thompson because he's not looking around.
Niagara breaks the huddle. Jaden Marshall, Zion Russell, Jhaylon Martinez, Josiah Davis, and Justin Page on the other side. McMillan, Bernard, Godfrey, Palesi, and Copa. So Godfrey in, Thompson out. Jim Christian now over at the bench for the Golden Griffins, talking things over with Gianni Thompson. Bernard behind the back right in front of us. 5:20 left. Purple Eagles lead it by 6. McMillan, chest pass left wing Bernard. Josiah Davis on McMillan. Here's Godfrey settling for a 2, and that one nestles through. Double figures, 2 out of the last 3 games for Dylan Godfrey, the sophomore from Newport Beach. In tonight's game, he has 6, 4 since the intermission. 4-point game. Uncomfortable for the Purple Eagles here as they go for the win. Spinning Martinez had it knocked away. Down to the deck he goes. Remember, Niagara gets a tie-up. Zion Russell now to Jaden Marshall. 10 to shoot along the baseline, and a blocking foul is called on Cam Palesi, and the whistle's coming with much more frequency now. That is the third on Palesi.
Yeah,
well, that was a scrambling play.
Yeah, it's tough for Canisius, too. I mean, you think you get a turnover, you got the big guy down, here's a tough pass, and all of a sudden we've got this play stopped. They have to drive the baseline, shot clock's running down, and unfortunately, you draw the foul on Palesi there.
It's the right call. You could see Palesi. At first, I thought he had his foot on the baseline. He didn't. He had to move at the end, and that was the whistle and the contact. So here we go, 15 on the shot clock. Zion Russell running the point here. Zone defense for the Griffs. Jayden Marshall. His three is good. T-shirts, tees for threes. We're going to throw another one out.
Yeah, the way they were shooting, I thought we were taking those home tonight.
Niagara leads it by 7. Jayden Marshall in clutch spots. He wants the basketball. First triple of the second half. McMillan with it now. Shot clock at 7. Palesi setting the screen. He doesn't use it. Goes left side of the lane. Trying to step through. Floater. Good. Oh, my.
What a move. Yeah, that is not bad defense by Davis. That is a really nifty move by McMillan to be able to spin like that, get free, and get the shot off.
The only thing he didn't do was stick the landing. Everything else was perfect. 5-point game. Zion Russell, and there is a moving screen on the Purple Eagles. This time, Jhaylon MARTINEZ whistled for the foul. Timeout. This is our final official timeout. We will take it with them. 61-56. Purple Eagles leading it by 5. Here come the chairs. We're going to step aside right here on ESPN+.
I have no idea what happened. But,
Great seats at a great price. Get them safer, simpler, and smarter with Ticket Smarter. A proud partner to the biggest names in live sports and events, including ESPN events and iHeartRadio. Ticket Smarter has seats for over 125,000 live events and 48 million tickets for sale. All backed with the Ticket Smarter 100% ticket guarantee. Thinking about your next great live event? Think smarter. Think Ticket Smarter. Get your tickets your way, guaranteed, at ticketsmarter.com.
Every stitch has a story. Every product has a purpose. And every company has a brand. From the drawing board, to the boardroom, to the field. Custom, quality, on time. Everyone is a customer. Everything you need is right here. Ad Pro Sports, your branded merchandise solution.
Well, upcoming schedule this time for the Golden Griffins. They will host Mount St. Mary's. They've got a little bit of time to prepare for the Mount, though they don't play them until Sunday afternoon. Then on the road to Marist and Siena. Similar schedule to the Purple Eagles, but it's flipped. And then Canisius will close the home portion of their schedule February 28th against Manhattan, and then Saturday, March 2nd against Iona.
I thought it was interesting when you talked to Jim Christian. We talked to him and you asked him about, this is his first year in the MAC. He's been coaching forever. He was in the other MAC. He was at BC. He was at Kent State. He was at Ohio. And now he's here. And I thought it was interesting that he said, he always had respect for this league. He knows there's a lot of good coaches in this league. It was kind of nice to hear an outsider's perspective on what this conference is like.
Yeah, it's, the league is tremendous. Again, if you don't play well, you're going to get beat. I got to clean one thing up, Howard. The final weekend for Niagara, Friday, Sunday. Friday, February 28th. Sunday, March 2nd. I had it as a Thursday, Saturday weekend. So Friday and Sunday. First things first, the final 3:35 here. Niagara by 5. The league's leading scorer with the basketball. Now to Godfrey. He's got an open triple. No good. Rebound to Palesi underneath. Goes up over Jayden Marshall. No good. Tapped off against the glass, and Zion Russell rips it away for the Purple Eagles. Jayden Marshall and Dylan Godfrey banging together as Marshall winces.
Yeah, he might have hit the funny bone.
Yeah, he hit his right elbow, it looked like. Niagara can take it inside of 3 minutes. Dribble handoff to Zion Russell. JD's got it top of the key. Squares his shoulders on Bernard. finishes with the hammer, but it'll be a 1-and-1 for the Purple Eagles. That is the 4th on Anthony Bernard.
And don't forget, you still have to tell the Josiah Davis, Paul McMillan story before we're done tonight.
Let's get to it right now, because when the game ended, we showed it at the top. McMillan, who does it all for this team, pours his heart into the game. The ball rimmed out as he was seated. He could see it go off, and he knew there goes the horn, and we're losing. And just the emotion came through as he was going off the floor. JD shooting a 1-and-1 here. But JD went and sought him out, and he put his arm around him, and he was just trying to offer, as the free throw is good, just trying to offer some pick-me-up to that player, that opponent in a rivalry game. You know, you can run off the floor with the rest of your teammates, and then Coach Paul has told us that GP said something to him, the assistant coaches said something to McMillan, other Purple Eagles, although they didn't walk off the floor with them, just trying to lift the spirits of someone that took that loss to heart so much. Both free throws make it a 7-point game.
That's class.
Yeah.
As Greg Paulus called it, that's the beauty of sport.
Yep. And Jim Christian, he wanted to make sure we brought that story up. It was not lost on him at all. There's McMillan, block attempt by Niagara. It was Adeladoon and JD in the area. The foul will go on JD, not consoling him there, instead trying to block his shot with some venom.
And as far as we know, there's no connection. Like, they never played together
right,
before.
We asked
They're
about
not
that.
From the same hometown. Just someone having respect for a competitor, which was really, I love that story. And that's, you know, unfortunately we hear a lot of bad things in sports every now and then. That's nice to see someone have that maturity level to care about another person like that.
McMillan free throw good. I mean, honestly, folks, Jim Christian wasn't going to let Howard and I hang up with him.
Yeah, he
before we got that story.
Yeah,
because I was going to get our assistant coach, and I saw McMillan with emotion, and then I was gone and not realizing it was JD that was the one in his ear. Second free throw, no good. Alert on the lane are the Purple Eagles, and it stays a 6-point game. 2:45 left. Niagara right back at it Friday night. We'll have it for you. 6:30 on ESPN Plus with the Mount in town. The Mount beat the Purple Eagles earlier in the season. JD to the bucket. It rolls off, but a whistle and a foul. Oh, a little too much English on the leather as that one rolled out. That looked eerily close to the attempt by McMillan at the end of the last game to win it. Watch this one. It is almost down and just out of the shot there. It rolls off the rim.
Coming from the right side, left-hand layup. That's funny. That's pretty interesting. Good observation on your part.
JD at the stripe. This time he will shoot 2. First one, airborne. And that one is good. I'll tell you what. JD is doing a heck of a job from the line. He started out struggling from the stripe, less than 50%. As he spins the ball back in his hands, thinking about giving Niagara an 8-point lead, and that is good. How about 7 for 7 tonight for Josiah Davis, and 9 straight going back to the game against Quinnipiac.
And he is now 1 point shy of his career high. He had 24 last season, a little over a year ago actually to date. Now he's got 23.
McMillan bangs into JD, does again, ball fake. McMillan spins, there's JD again. Another move, misfiring, rebound loose. Great job by Palesi. Now to Bernard, didn't hoist the 3. Palesi's got it again. Copa screaming for the basketball. Palesi to the rack, no good, it rimmed out. Rebound by Adeladoon. Niagara will take it inside of 2 minutes. Coach Paulus signals for Zion Russell to come over right in front of him. New play call, knocked out of bounds by Bernard with 1:57 left on the game clock, 17 on the shot clock. You got to be mindful of things when Bernard is in the area. Timeout called by the Golden Griffins. No indication yet if it's a 30 or a full. You know what? It doesn't matter, Howard. We are going to keep things right here. We know that's what Johnny Shearer would say. They are going to bring out the chairs, maybe not. 30-second timeout, Howard says. 1:57 left. We're at that spot again where Niagara has tried and failed and tried again. Another chance to stretch the lead. Get it off 3 possessions. Get up by 10.
And they had it there once. I think maybe the last time was 48-38. It was a 10-point game, but Canisius just keeps hanging around. And by the way, the last possession, I think Paul McMillan pulled every move, every spin, everything he could do with a pivot foot stuck to try and get away to get a basket. And the Purple Eagles just hung in there. Davis hung in there. And then Davis, again, he doesn't block Palessi's shot, but his presence makes it a little tougher for Palessi to try and make that layup, and he's not able to get the shot to fall. So, you know, there are times when even if you don't get a piece of a shot, just your defensive presence, your body in the area can make it a little more challenging, and Davis is certainly playing both ends of the court tonight.
And doing it without fouling in a second half that's seen a lot of whistles, so good work there by JD. And it seems like all the big rebounds end up with Olumide Adeladun. He leads the Purple Eagles with 5 caroms here tonight. Zion Russell now to JD. Spinning on McMillan, gets cut off, goes up, right-hand shot, no, and Josiah Davis hard to the deck. His teammates will help him up. And a chance for Niagara at the free throw line to go up by 10.
Yeah, and Niagara's offense is at its best when number 4's got the ball and you're letting him just get into the paint. And McMillan does his best to stop it. I was a little worried here. He hit the floor hard. I was worried about his head snapping back.
I was worried about the floor. I'm worried about the floor, Howard. You kidding me?
You going to check it for cracks?
Look at JD. He is solid. Free throw. Good.
And that
sneaks that one in the side
high.
door.
One more and he'll have a new one.
Incredible. 24 against SIEU on February 22nd of 2024. That was while he was playing at Tennessee Tech. Deep knee bend. Free throw on the way. That one looks too strong. It is offline. It stays a 3-possession game. Big miss there. 100 seconds left. Niagara by 9. Griff's got to be looking for the 3. McMillan to the bucket. Off-bounce runner is good. Stays a 3-possession game. 15 of the game for Paul McMillan. Zion Russell now to Adeladun. Thought the Griffs might give the foul. Here comes the double team. Lou picks up the dribble. Now to Zion. 19 to shoot. A minute 20 left here. Purple Eagles leading it by 7. Griffs not fouling. 7-point lead. Niagara trying to start off this MAC week with a win at home. Mount St. Mary's here on Friday. 5 to shoot. Page right in front of his bench. They know it. Shot on the way. No good off the iron. Rebound Palessi. Outlet Bernard inside of a minute. 7-point game. Bounce pass McMillan. Oh, he had it swatted. Pinned at the rim by Justin Page. Now to Zion Russell and a reach-in foul. And on a night where the Purple Eagles had so much trouble scoring the basketball, hitting threes, it is a defensive pin up on the glass that might be the final chance for the Griffs.
Yeah, let's take a look at it. As Russell tried to kick and stop the bounce pass, but the hustle by Page, Daler down there, but look at the work by Page to go up and pin it. And that's 10 fouls, by the way, so this is now 2 shots for Russell instead of the 1-and-1.
Z's first free throw good. Niagara's done great work from the stripe tonight. 16 for 18, a shade under 89%. 7 more free throws in a game that they lead by 8. Zion peering at the rim. It's on the way. That is good again.
Hey, free throws make a big difference, right? They're above their season average, and thankfully for Niagara they are. This one will be even closer.
Incredibly, when the teams met at the Kessler Center, Canisius was number 1 in the conference. Ball knocked away by Page, but it is a foul. Coming into that game, Canisius was the best free throw shooting team in the MAC. They went 9 for 17 from the stripe in a game that they lost by 1 point. Tonight, they're doing a much better job. But you're right, they're free. Might as well take advantage. There you see the move by McMillan. A lot of basketball there by Page, but enough body for the foul.
Yeah, but this point of the game, it is absolutely Paul McMillan's taking the shot. He's your best scorer, so no matter where he is, he wants the ball in his hands. He wants a chance to take a shot. And again, plays like that are one reason why he gets to the foul line so often, because he's so aggressive at creating just for himself and being able to drive towards the basket, get fouled, and free throws are easy points, right? Take them.
Defense for offense switch here. Copa has checked out. Vanderplas is in, but you can bet they're not going to let Copa get far from the scorer's table. At least I don't think. I think the Griffs are going to foul.
His three-point shooting ability?
Right. Griffs are going to foul right away if they don't get the steal. Free throw, no good. Rebound, Dre McKnight. So a great opportunity for Niagara. Dre now to Jaden Marshall into the front court. Jaden Marshall spins. They can call a timeout if they want it. And Dre McKnight calls timeout, and Coach Paulus gives Dre a high five. Very heads up for the sophomore from McKinney, Texas. Niagara will keep the possession. Full 60-second timeout. We'll keep things right here.
Quick thing, because I may forget this because, my memory is terrible.
Yes.
So we talked about Copa and his three-point shooting, right?
Yep.
He is 0 for 3 from three-point range tonight. Copa's played in every game, I think, this season. I'll check his games played stats. He's played in 21 games this season. No, 23, I'm sorry.
23, then he's played them all. Anyway,
long story short, he has not had a single game this season where he does not have a made three. So
Incredible.
23 game streak of making at least 1 3. He has 0 tonight.
And in 2 games, just to build on it, because Niagara has given up 5 attempts to Copa this season.
That's amazing.
It really is.
He averages 7 threes attempted a game. So times 2, that's 14. He's 1 for 5 in 3-point shots in the 2 games against Niagara. That's terrific defense. That's not letting him, you're just not even letting him get to a spot where he's open.
Incredible.
And you're also putting ball pressure to prevent people from hitting him. But that's really good about knowing where the shooter is, not letting him get comfortable, locating him in transition, right? Hustling back on defense and finding him and locating him to take him to the point where he can't get shots off.
In a 3-game stretch against MAC foes from January 16th through January 23rd, 16 for 32 from 3-point range for Copa. He went 5 for 9 at Quinnipiac, cooled off, went 1 for 6 on the road at Merrimack last weekend. But the Purple Eagles have had the right formula. And Niagara in the driver's seat here, leading it by 8. 33.6 seconds left. Inbounds play to Jhaylon Marshall. Out near midcourt. He is double teamed. Jump pass caught by Dre McKnight. And then the foul comes by McMillan.
You know, that's a heady play by Marshall. Quite honestly, I'm watching it in my head. I'm shouting, throw it off them, because you're right by the out of bounds. Just bounce it right off a knee. But he saw McKnight, and actually he also had, I don't remember who, might have been Russell. He saw 2 guys over here behind the arc in space and realized I could just do a jump pass and I don't have to worry about throwing it off of them. I'll get it to a teammate and they have to foul.
How about Dre McKnight? Steps up to the line in a pressure situation. This is now his 3rd free throw of the season. He is 2 for 2. The Griffs knew what they were doing. Get a lightly used free throw shooter. Leaves that one short. 3-possession game. 24 seconds left. Godfrey going to work on Justin Page. He dribbles it out of bounds. This will be Purple Eagle basketball. They will take a look. So we are going to go into an official review. Looking at it live, it looked like that was the right call, but the
not even taking a look. I don't think. Nobody's making a move to the monitor. They call Canisius back out. Shot clock is off. 19 seconds to go.
We saw the circular motion of the index finger by the official. They are not going to take a look at it. It was the right call. There we see it. 19 seconds left. Inbound to Jahari, thinking the foul was coming. It didn't come now. It does, and Jahari Williamson will be helped up by Palesi and Josiah Davis. And how about Jahari? It's a chance for his first points of the ball game for the sophomore from Pickering. He, too, an electrifying shooter from the perimeter. But tonight, Hari is 0 for 3. Came in 7th in the MAC success rate from the other side of the arc. The foul is on Bernard. He has fouled out. 16.2 seconds left in this one. The Purple Eagles, well, they certainly look good to pick up their 5th conference win. They'll move to 5-8. Free throw rattles in by Hari for his first point. They will join Fairfield and Ryder with the 5-8 record.
Well, and the nice thing is they get the win. I mean, you beat your rival, you get the win, you tie Fairfield. But they're continuing to play. They're in a stretch where they're playing better, right?
Yep.
Even though they split the road trip, Greg Paulus was very happy with how they were playing. And then the big win over the Bobcats was certainly icing on the cake.
Niagara could have won the game at Merrimack. They led for more of the game than Merrimack did. Justin Page missed a 3 that would have tied it with about 5 seconds left. The final difference was 2 free throws. Vanderplas shot no good. Rebound, Jhaylon Marshall, and he is going to dribble out the final seconds. This one, there goes the horn, and the Purple Eagles win it. 71-60, the final score.